And here we go with the penultimate episode of Survivor 44, 2.4, Caroline Island, because she's really gotten a lot of great moments in this season. She's even named yet another episode. Anyway, speaking of Caroline, she got back to camp after last week's tribal where she finally got rid of Danny. Mission accomplished. But she really big ups herself a bit too much, and people are on the rise, and she's just let all her secrets out and all her plans, and people realizing, hang on, she's actually done pretty well this season, so let's put a bit of a target on her back. All right. And then Heidi wakes up looking for an idol early in the morning because Caroline's played hers, so surely there's going to be one back in play. But Carson catches her and wakes the others up to try and find one, and yeah, so that's the whole thing. Then we get to the reward challenge, and it's purple versus orange. So those are the tribes, and it's a good old gladiator style, massive ball thing going on, which I'm always a big fan of. I love big balls in the gaming arena context, it must be said. And Jam Jam is chuffed because he finally gets to win one. He gets food. And then they go back to camp because those three guys won. And Caroline delivers another moment of absolute beautiful freakishness where she's going, Jam Jam, burp in my mouth. I want to smell chocolate. Caroline, I've had this happen. It wasn't consensual at the club and actually on my flights. Yeah, not pleasant. Not an experience I want to repeat. But hey, you do you. Hey. Then we got to a immunity challenge, and Lauren takes it out. There we go. So now it's a bit of a scramble. It's the old Tika tribe versus everyone else. And then they get to the tribal council and they bring everything from camp. They said, we wanted to be prepared for any twists. And Jeff is like, you guys are smart. And we've only been playing this for the new version of Survivor for, this is the 4th season. And you guys are already onto us. Yes, you're going back to a camp without anything, but you've got everything. So you've bought everything, so you're set. Well done. Good play. We're going to fuck things up next season, though, that's for sure. But Heidi was like, my God, there's a 1 in 5 chance that I could go home here, so I'm going to play my immunity idol. Great move, because that means now there's just 4 people who can be voted off. And guess what? It is Jamie who loses out, and Amanda Grace, poor thing, you're now out of the running to win, so Jamie goes home. This does mean we've got plenty of business to take care of next week. Remember this side bet? Of course, we've been watching it closely. At this stage, if anyone betted on Soka being the first tribe to lose all their tribe mates from the point that we actually bet on it, then someone is going to win $20 or a share thereof next week. Sure. Now, here's where it gets a bit complicated, because if one of these tribes gets eliminated with the 5th or the 4th people out, then great, we've got a clear-cut win of someone winning either $10, $15 or $20. However, worst case scenario for me with my planning and divvying out some money, let's just say that the final 3 is one person from each of those tribes. Now, if the person who comes in 3rd gets less votes than the person who came in 2nd, then that's easy. We'll just regard the person who came in 3rd as that's the first tribe to lose all their tribe mates because they didn't have a shot of coming in 2nd or 1st, and that'll be the winner. However, if there's a tie for 2nd and 3rd place, then I'll be pro-ratering the winnings and then giving an equal split of those winnings to whoever voted accordingly. So, for example, if we end up with a tie for 2nd and 3rd place between Soka and Ratu, well, that's a total of $35 essentially, and $20 is 57% of 35, and 15 is 43% of 35. Therefore, of the $20 total assigned to it, whoever voted for Soka would get 57% of the $20 or a split thereof, and whoever voted for R2 would get 43% of the $20 winnings or a share thereof. Makes sense? My brain's bleeding right now, but that's the first way of doing it. But let's see what's going to happen next week, because all this money is going to be assigned next week. Only $40 is currently in someone's pocket. The sole survivor will win $180 for whoever got them. The second place jackpot currently stands at $110. That could potentially grow a bit more if no one wins either of these two bets. The first tribe out, which we've just discussed, a maximum of $20 will be won there. Now, the final side bet, which we need you to bet now before the final episode, is, as suggested, who will win the final immunity challenge. There's $10 to be won for this one. And there your 5 players are in the running. Who could it be? Heidi, Jam Jam, Lauren, Carson, or Carolyn? Let's do this publicly. Let's just say it out loud. No more secret bets. Put it in the main chat. Who are you betting for the final immunity win? Let's see what happens. This is going to be decided next week. If it turns out that I can't attend the party because you're meeting on Sunday, that's totally cool. I'm going to pre-record the commentary and divvy out the winnings and upload it to YouTube so you guys can actually see it when you're ready, and we'll just watch it on Trust. Alright? Thanks for playing. See you next week for the finale.